Imagine for a second that someone just found a lost play by Shakespeare, a huge, epic romance filled not just with kings and queens, but with these incredible cosmic forces of time and memory. Well, that's exactly the story we're diving into, The Glass of Time. It's this incredible tale about a king who's been shattered, heirs who have no idea who they are, and a war being fought for the very soul of history itself.
Right off the bat, this quote just drops you into the deep end, doesn't it? It tells you we are not in a normal place. This island, this kingdom, it's not defined by maps or physical borders. It's defined by its relationship with time. It's a place where the past and the future aren't just lines on a calendar, they're all tangled up together. So the stakes here aren't just for a piece of land, they're for the very fabric of existence.
So this whole story is built around a truly epic conflict. I mean, it's this fundamental struggle that ends up defining every single character and everything they do. This isn't just a war of swords and armies. It's a war for the very idea of what it means to remember anything at all.
And at the absolute heart of this war are two sisters, two goddesses who couldn't be more different. On one side, you have Mnemosyne. She's the queen of memory, and she fights to preserve every single soul's story. Think of her as guarding this living, breathing archive of everything that has ever been. But her sister, Lethe, is pure oblivion. She wants to erase it all, to just sever every connection and leave nothing behind but this empty, eternal present. So one builds history, and the other wants to burn the whole library to the ground.
Now, this cosmic struggle isn't just some abstract thing happening up in the heavens. Oh no, it's having devastating consequences down on Earth. The kingdom of Albion is in total chaos. Its real King Chronos, he hasn't just been dethroned, he's been literally shattered and scattered across time. And in his place, you've got the usurper, Duke Severus, who's in league with the goddess of forgetting, Lethe. And the only thing standing in their way is a single royal heir, who is completely lost to the world and, even worse, lost to herself.
So who in the world can possibly stand up against this tide of forgetting? Well, our heroes don't exactly enter the story as shining champions. They're more like lost souls, and each one of them is missing a critical piece of their own identity.
First up, there's Marcellus. He's this tough, seasoned sea captain, a survivor of countless shipwrecks who washes up on this mystical island. He's a man of action, for sure, but he's haunted by these flickers of a past he just can't quite grasp, these visions of fire and this feeling, this ghost of a noble family he can't remember.
Then we have Perdidas, and get this, his name literally means the lost one. He was cast out, stripped of his home, and he wanders around thinking he's just the son of a common groom. He has no name, no power, but there's this nobility to him that you just can't explain. It's the forgotten blood of kings, still flowing in his veins.
And finally, there's Miranda. She's a shepherdess, just living a quiet, simple life. She is kind, she's caring, and she is completely, totally unaware that she is the rightful heir to the entire throne of Albion, the very princess that the Dark Duke is hunting down, the kingdom's last hope. And she has no idea.
Okay, so you've got these three lost souls. How do they ever figure out who they're truly meant to be? Well, the answer lies in this powerful, ancient artifact. It's a mirror that doesn't show you your face, it shows you your soul.
The Glass of Time is not your ordinary mirror. This thing strips away the person you think you are, and it reveals your true self, your entire history, your hidden lineage, the absolute core of your being. It's way more than an object. It's a catalyst. It's a key. And for our heroes, it's about to change everything.
We get to see Miranda's entire world just turn completely upside down. She's drawn to the island, and she's brought before the glass. And when she looks into its depths, she sees the truth. The simple shepherdess is a princess. But seeing the truth is one thing. The really crucial moment is her choice to actually accept this new, terrifying destiny. What I love is how the story reframes Miranda's past. Her simple life wasn't a lie. It wasn't a waste of time. As her grandmother, the goddess Mnemosyne, tells her, it was all preparation. Her years as a shepherdess taught her patience and compassion, qualities that are going to make her a much greater queen than anyone who was just raised in a palace. Of course, the moment the true heir is revealed, the usurper duke can't just let her live. So he unleashes his most terrifying weapon, a force that is literally born from emptiness itself, to hunt Miranda down.
So, meet the Hollow Men, and these things are genuinely chilling, because they aren't just evil. They're empty. They are bodies without souls, husks that exist for one purpose, to hunt. They feel nothing, no fear, no pity, no mercy. And they can literally smell their royal prey across different dimensions. They are the perfect, remorseless assassins.
So that's the big question, right? How do you fight them? A normal sword would just pass right through. How do you possibly fight an enemy that is literally nothing? What kind of weapon could possibly work against a void?
And the answer is just this beautiful, perfect paradox. You can't destroy a void because there's nothing there to destroy. So instead, you do the complete opposite. You don't take away, you give. You have to fill the emptiness.
So the magical sword, Temporalis, it doesn't work like a normal weapon at all. Instead of killing the Hollow Men, every time it strikes one, it pours lost memories and stolen time back into their soulless forms. So they aren't destroyed, they're healed. They are forced to remember who they used to be, and in that act of remembering, they're set free. Victory here isn't about annihilation, it's about restoration. It's incredible. But look, defeating the henchmen, as cool as that was, it was just the first test. Now the heroes have to face the real power behind the throne, the architect of all this chaos, the goddess Lethe herself.
The heroes, they stake everything on this one desperate attempt. They gather all their strength, and they use the glass to try and pull the shattered King Chronos back together. And for just a second, it works. You can see him starting to form. But then, Lethe, the goddess herself, just steps in, and with a single act of her will, she shatters the connection, proving that she is a much, much greater obstacle than any of her soulless minions.
And this is her philosophy. This is her terrifying worldview. To Lethe, memory isn't a gift, it's a weakness, it's a burden. Forgetting is the ultimate power, the natural state of all things. So this isn't just some villain who wants a throne. This is a cosmic force that wants to unmake reality itself.
So, force has failed. Magic has failed. How can mortals possibly fight a goddess? Pushed to their absolute limit, the heroes realize they can't win on Lethe's terms. They need a new kind of weapon, one that's born not of power, but of this profound, almost unthinkable sacrifice of the mind.
And the entire story now hinges on this one single, devastating question. To win, to bring back the king and heal her world, must Miranda offer up a piece of her own soul? Can you actually defeat the goddess of forgetting by willingly choosing to forget? It's a choice that just perfectly wraps up all the story's themes, leaving us all to wonder about the true cost of memory and the true cost of victory.